Hare Krishna. My name is Dharmatma Das. I am serving in Krishna Balaram Mandir in Vrindavan since 2006. And today I have been asked by the temple management here to interview some of Srila Prabhupada's disciples who were involved in serving Srila Prabhupada in 1977 when Srila Prabhupada was performing his final pastimes here in his home in Vrindavan. So today we have His Grace Gurukripa Pr with us. Gurukripa Pr actually he collected for the whole temple here to build, and the executive committee of the GBC wants your views concerning the poison issue to help the devotees understanding the facts. Please keep it simple and clear. And my first question is, were you in Vrindavan in October and November 1977 when Srila Prabhupada was here?
I was in Vrindavan many different times in 1977. During rainy season, for a month, I used to massage Srila Prabhupada up on his roof, and different up until August. In just the beginning of September, I left Vrindavan to Srila Prabhupada wanted the Bombay temple completed. So I was underway doing that for some months, and I didn't have time for a long break, but I did come for around 10 or 12 days at that time in the beginning of October. And then I left and I went back to Japan.
Okay. So the second question is, what made you come to Vrindavan at that time?
What made me with Srila Prabhupada was the news was coming sporadically about his ups and downs in his health. It would come sometimes that he's improving, and at other times it appeared grave. So we were all teetering on what may happen, so I was very concerned about that. So I would take, like I said, I was coming in May or June and stay a month at that time or 3 weeks, and then come back next month for another week or two, and then again the last time was in September, early September of '77, when I went back to Japan. It appeared probably was going to improve, and then it was a sudden that he did not. So that I came for Srila Prabhupada to be with him to see.
Okay, thank you. Next question.
And we also was called in June to settle his final, I believe it was June, I'm not exactly sure, you can check that, there's a fact, to have a meeting of the GBCs, to Prabhupada sent us into the room, and he told us to make his final will, and that was talked about by the different members there, the GBCs, and that will was presented to Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada made many corrections in that will, that he didn't want this, he wanted that, and that was one reason we came, was Prabhupada wanted his last will and testament to be settled, and that was done during that rainy season of '77. That was one reason also we came.
Okay, thank you. The next question is, were you aware that Srila Prabhupada came to Vrindavan at that time to conclude his pastimes on this planet?
I'm never aware what Srila Prabhupada's mindset was. I never thought, I did not know, I never even considered that he was going to leave the planet. He said he could stay 100 years. I'd seen him before become weak, and again he would come back. And so no, I wasn't aware, but he had called me in the room, Tamal Krishna Goswami, in I believe it was May of 1976, and he said it was 1 in the morning. He called both me and Tamal in to talk to us. He said, my teeth are getting loose, my legs are swelling, I'm passing urine constantly, more often. These are the first signs of death. So at that time, then the Srila Prabhupada, we were beginning to, we became aware that Prabhupada may have been concluding his pastimes, and he had also mentioned at one point that I have done what I can do with you Westerners. He said, you're all hard-headed. I have done what I can do. So yes, maybe he was going to, conclude his service.
Okay. There is some speculation that Srila Prabhupada was poisoned by his disciples. What is your feeling about that?
I believe that Srila Prabhupada, he wanted all of his disciples to come. He wanted them here in Vrindavan. He gave that order. That order was neglected by the different GBCs that were in charge of the USA on concern of the income of money and the debt to the book trust, that we would fall behind, and therefore I considered that was poisoning Prabhupada by not seeing his disciples and being disobeyed directly by the leaders of the movement to bring all of his devotees here. And he told us, enough right now, let us just sit down and hear and chant. That was what he wanted, and I considered the poison was neglecting his order. But as far as arsenic poisoning, is directly someone trying to poison him, to murder him, I just think that's inconceivable, and knowing the people involved, I think people are just chasing a ghost here. It is just fictitious. I don't believe this happened. I'm sure it didn't. The poison was in another way, which he was mentioning.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.